fell into this really beautiful thought here from Matt Kahn. Some of you know who that is. And he's speaking about respect. And I thought, what a beautiful topic. You know, it's been a very challenging time, right, for people, I guess, to respect each other and what their preferences are and what their safe places are and how they feel about certain things. And interesting, and I've said to, all of us before that, what if we're all right? What if you're right and I'm right? What if the way you feel is right and the way I feel is right? And so when I read this about respect, I thought it was definitely worth sharing. So I will read more of what he says, but this is the beginning. As a way of cultivating the vibration of respect, consider the following questions. What if I respect the divinity of others, whether or not they acknowledge it in me? What if I dare to honor my own divinity instead of waiting for others to see my light? What if I don't have to respect the unconscious actions of others in order to honor their soul? What if any moment of disrespect is an opportunity to stop and respect myself at a deeper level? Are my personal choices demonstrating the deepest respect for myself and others? And finally, if I make it my mission to earn more of my own self-respect on a daily basis, how would my life be different? And what would need to change? So if you haven't yet, go ahead and close your eyes. He brings up the beautiful story of the Buddha on his day of his enlightenment as he was sitting under the Bodhi tree. And his eyes were slightly open, not closed, not ignoring the world, but slightly open, seeing the demons coming at him. And he stayed in that place of deep meditation, self-respect, right? Knowing who he is. And so when we close our eyes, we go into that place of truly knowing who we are, so we don't have to disrespect anyone else, because we know each and every soul is here on purpose. So to take a moment to take in your own reason for being here, and the light that you are, and the gift that you are, and the self-love that you are. And then bring your hands together at your heart center. And inhale for the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Release your hands and open your eyes. Come on up to your hands and knees when you're ready, and press back to child's pose. He says to go from the word war, W-A-R, to turn it around to raw, R-A-W. To be that vulnerable and that open, to respect yourself and to love yourself and to respect each other. Gosh, when did we lose that? Come on up to your hands and knees and press back downward facing dog. And reach out through your feet, reach out through your hands. Connect very deeply to your spine as you breathe from one end to the other. And then roll forward to plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra. Stay here and breathe. Take a low cobra, nice and low. Shoulders back, heart wide open, navel in. And take another breath in and press all the way back to child's pose again. Drop into this exhale a little bit longer. Drop into this nervous system. When we get into that place of war in our mind, I'm right, you're wrong. Become raw and let yourself take in. Everyone is moving through their soul's journey. Downward facing dog. Inhaling that right leg back and up behind you, down dog split. Lift up through that left heel as well. Get really tall here. And then keep your right leg up, but lower your left heel down. Keep your rib cage drawn in, navel in. And then step your right foot forward. Open up to Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. And then really drop deep into those legs. Feel that sense of rooting, grounding, connecting. And then feel your whole being like that of the Buddha sitting under the Bodhi tree, that sense of, I am just perfect the way I am. Straighten that front leg, reach into triangle pose, open that arms, those arms like as wide as they'll go, like wings. Beautiful, Crystal. And then rise all the way back up. Turn your right foot in so it parallels your left foot. Turn your feet wide, maybe wiggle your feet in just a little bit. Turn your feet wide and bend your knees. Inhale your arms up to the sky, interlace your palms, press straight up. And enjoy your breath. So strong. The eyes that are kissing each other. We can't help but return to love, right? Inhale, come on up. Turn that left foot parallel to the back of your mat. Turn your right foot forward. Bend your right knee. Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. Take a deep breath in. And then let your hands float back down to the floor, downward facing dog. And roll forward to plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise into cobra and stay. So nice low cobra. And breathe. Draw that navel in, reach out through those legs. You really activate those legs to open up the spine. Nice. Inhale deeply, exhale, child's pose all the way back. Deep respect, self-love, raw. It's curious, right? This last year, what we've learned about ourselves. Right? How much that we have judgment within us about whether someone else is doing something or not. So that's good because it brings it up in us, downward facing dog, so that we can take a look at it and respond accordingly, right? Inhale that left leg back and up behind you. Lift all the way up onto your right tippy toes. Come nice and high. Scoop that right low belly in a lot. Good. Lower that right heel down. Pause. And then step that left foot forward. Open up Virabhadrasana 2. Again, that beautiful connection of being just so comfortable in your skin. Allowing yourself to drop deep into the skin. Straighten that front leg and reach into triangle, Trikonasana. Keep your weight in that big toe. Just keep opening up those arms as wide as they'll go. Draw into your heart and then explode out through your fingertips. Good, rise all the way back up. And then turn your left toes in. Wiggle your feet in just a little bit, then turn your toes wide. Come into that high squat. Interlace your palms over the top of your head. Reach up. Get so much length. Nice, Lisa. Beautiful. Keep that chin lifted, sides of the throat nice and long. Nice, Ellen. Meredith. Beautiful, Lisa. Good. Inhale, straighten up. Turn your right foot parallel to the back of your mat. Left toes forward, Vira 2. The warrior goddess. Inhale. Exhale, touch the hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Roll forward to plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra and stay. So you find that place where your cobra allows you to be relaxed, at ease, balanced, present, and back you go to child's pose. Beautiful. Breathe into this back body. Walk your upper body to the right-hand side of your mat. Becoming raw is the most conscious expression. It begins with respect. The soul's innate quality of respect is a way of honoring the one in all, whether or not each person in view embodies their divinity honorably. Walk to the left side. And from your soul's perspective, each scene of interaction was created to offer opportunity for inner growth and spiritual expansion. So every moment that your mind has flipped to me against you, I'm different than you, it's an opportunity to grow. Walk to the center, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg back and up behind you. Lift up onto the left tippy toes, get nice and high. And then ground that left heel, but keep the right leg up, up, up. Good, step softly that right foot forward, open up Virabhadrasana 2. Beautiful. Take those arms up to the sky. Keep that front knee bent. And then reach, take a hold of the right wrist and pull to the back of your mat. Pull back, nice. So you feel that back leg anchor you. And then straighten that front leg. Keep reaching to the back of your mat. Now come up to that front, your right heel. Lift up onto your right heel. Lift the right foot up, the other way. Other way, yeah. And reach for triangle pose again, keeping the foot lifted. Once you arrive, hand on block or floor, lower that right foot, open your wingspan, open it up wide. Throat back, throat back. Good. And then bend your right knee and come forward to half moon. Beautiful. And then do that thing I love so much, which is lean into your right hand a lot, bend both knees. You can even walk your right hand forward. It could be on fingertips. Bend both knees, and then see what happens as you start to straighten your legs, as if you're straightening your legs from your spine. So pull your spine as long as you can and push your legs to straight. Beautiful. Step back, downward facing dog. All the way back down dog.
I was thinking to myself, dear God, that was hard.
Forward to plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Take a cobra and hang out as long as you'd like. Hi, Susan. Yeah, really feel this cobra. Right, cobra, snakes, all about our transformation. And then press back downward facing dog. Good. Inhale that left leg back and up behind you. Lift up onto your right tippy toes. And then lower the right heel down. Keep the left leg nice and high. Good. Softly stepping that left foot forward, opening up to Virabhadrasana 2. And take your arms up to the sky. Hold on to your left wrist and pull to the back of your mat. Keep bending that front knee. And then straighten that left leg. Lift up onto the heel. And then reach for triangle pose. Reach, reach, reach. Once your hand comes in touch with something, lower that left foot back down. Open your wingspan, nice and wide. Beautiful, Jen. Nice, Lisa, Kathy, Crystal. Beautiful. And then bend that left knee and come forward into half moon. Step your left fingertips a little further forward as if you're falling onto your left fingertips or hand. Bend your knees, both of them. Widen your inner knees. And then think of your spine as what's going to straighten your legs. Push from your spine to straighten your legs. Get longer, get longer, get longer. And then step back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Forward to plank. Right hand holds you, Vashisthasana. Right hand holds you, stacking your left leg on top of your right leg. Lift your top leg up, just straight up. Flex that foot. And then lower both hand and foot down. Second side, Vashisthasana. Left hand holds you. Stack your right leg on top of your left. You can always drop your bottom knee. Pull your throat back. And then lift that right leg straight up, as high as it'll go. Nice. Lower back down, drop down to your knees and press back to child's pose. Beautiful. Everything is here to help us. That's the name of the book that I'm reading from. Everything is here to help you. So even those moments that our mind wanders, we don't feel that sense of respect for someone else for what they're doing. Remember, it is a soul on a journey. What would it feel like to stay in that place instead of fighting? What if I respect the divinity of others, whether or not they acknowledge it in me? What if I dare to honor my own divinity instead of waiting for others to see my light? Good, downward facing dog. Inhaling that right leg back and up behind you. Same deal. Lift up onto the tippy toes of the left foot and then lower that left heel down slow. See and feel how much you're drawing up into your hip socket. So pull from your toes up into your hip sockets and then push out through your legs. So that squared your hips really nice, Tony.
This is so unfamiliar for me.
Yeah, that squared your hips so nice. Now step your right foot forward, everybody. Send your left leg to the sky, standing split. Same action. Pull into your hip sockets, draw in, and then push out through your heels. Good, now take your right arm up to the sky, twisting Ardha Chandrasana. Good, feel yourself turning from your spine. From your spine. Turn, turn, turn. And then reach back for your ankle if you'd like, or stay right where you are. Open that shoulder if you're taking that foot. Beautiful, Sharon. Step back. Nice, Mia. Very nice. Step back, downward dog. Take it through vinyasa of choice or none. keep those shoulders back nice, Lisa. Katrin, yeah, Andra. Hi, Patrice. All right, left leg back and up behind you, up onto your tippy toes. So you squeeze in, pull in. And as you pull all the way into your hip sockets, now push out through your legs, lower that heel back down, ground down through that right foot. Step your left foot forward, take your right leg to the sky, standing split. Pull in, squeeze in, and then take your left arm to the sky. Yep. Turn from your, we were doing this the other day, Tuesday, right? Turn from your spine. See how that feels like? Fall in love with that feeling of churning from your spine. Standing split, Ardha Chandrasana revolved, left foot forward. Good, reach back for that ankle if you'd like. Make sure you're breathing. Step back, downward facing dog. Walk or jump to the front of your mat, standing forward bend. And breathe deeply here. Nice, bend your knees deeply, reach your arms forward and up, chair. But I want you to put your hands on your thighs, press down through your thighs. I want you to inhale here. I want you to exhale, round your back, and then no breath at all. Pump your navel in and out, no breath at all. And then when you need breath, inhale, look forward. Exhale as you round again, chin to chest, no breath at all, pump your navel. Turn the belly, turn the digestion. Some of you here are doing the soup cleanse, so good. Inhale one more time, look up. Exhale, round, move that navel. Maybe even try to turn your belly left to right, right to left. Good, inhale, look forward, come all the way up to stand. Let your arms drop alongside the body, close your eyes for a moment, just feel. Just imagine that moment, the Buddha. You know, the idea is that it's his mind that all of these maras are coming at him, all of these demons are coming at him. And he just sits there and stays in that place of equanimity. What if we let everyone be who they are and stay in that place of equanimity? Not easy. Oh my goodness. Hug your left knee into your chest, eyes are open. Tree pose. I want you to play with the same awareness of how do I draw into my hip sockets? How do I bring myself in? Pull in from the earth, draw up through the legs. And then as you reach your arms up to the sky, anchor back down through your leg. Good, take your left knee and wrap it on top of your right knee. And take your right elbow and wrap it on top of your left elbow. Now squeeze your shins together like crazy. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Get those legs to be so powerful. Pull in. Breathe, stay light. And then fly away. Good. Okay, second side. Tree pose first. Again, take a moment before you raise your arms up to feel that connection with your standing leg. You pull up, draw the energy up, and then reach down through that leg. As you reach down through that leg, reach your arms up toward the sky. It is kind of nice to interlace your hands and pull up, get that feeling, but make sure your shoulders keep that sense of releasing away from your ears. Good, then wrap into eagle, right knee on top of left, left elbow on top of right. Nice, Ellen. Squeeze your shins toward each other, pull your sit bones wide and apart. Keep breathing. Nice, Meredith, and fly away. Beautiful. Turn your feet wide and come into squat. Breathe deeply here. It's very interesting because I've been doing so much work on myself in this pelvic area. Actually, Veronica and Sarah are going to be doing a workshop on freeing the pelvic energy. And emotionally, oh my gosh, what's held there, because that's our tribal energy, right? Where we belong here, connect here, support here. And when we take that away from ourselves, when we don't have that tribal energy, we don't connect, we don't support, there's such a disassociation with this energy at this place, your first chakra, right? Me against you. Standing forward bend. And I keep saying to everybody, squat every day, every day, every day. Send your left leg back behind you, bend your right knee bends, left leg back behind you, toes down to the floor. Walk your hands inside of your right foot and try some hip circles here, please. Beautiful. And then come to stillness and just walk your hands forward, maybe come down to your elbows. Keep pressing your sit bones back and wide. So even though you're feeling that sense of coming forward, push your hips back. And everything has to do with our spine staying strong and fluidity. Make sure your knee is not passing your ankle. So help that foot come up a little bit more. If the knee is good. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Tony. Not you, Tony. Yep, Tony. Good. Now let your right knee fall out for just a moment. So you're on your baby toe side of your foot and keep pressing your hips back. Good. Now take your right arm up to the sky. Oof. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Yes. Release that hand back down and step back downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa if you'd like, or just step your left foot forward. Both hands will come inside your left foot when you're ready. Do some hip circles here. Then come to stillness and lower down to the elbows if you can. If not, feel free to keep straight arms. Yeah, there you go. Nice job. Beautiful. That middle back stays a little bit rounded. The ribs stay lifted. Core, power. Breathe deep. And then let that left knee fall out to the left, be on that baby toe side of the foot. Keep the scoop of the rib cage up, and then take your left arm to the sky, left arm up. Beautiful. Yes, Crystal, beautiful. And you're turning again from the spine. See yourself moving from the spine. Nice, Katrin. Nice, Sharon. And release back down, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale that right leg back and up behind you again. Lower that left heel down. Squeeze into your hips, pull into your hip sockets. Send your right knee forward for pigeon. If you do not do pigeon forward, turn onto your back, right ankle on top of left knee. Good. And lower down to your forehead. Even, he says, when we're treated disrespectfully by others, this creates an opportunity for us to acknowledge the pain, the sadness, the anger, as a profound healing taking place. allow ourselves to feel, knowledge. Deep respect. Take it from war to raw. As you walk yourself back up, I just want you to swing your left leg in front. So your left knee is going to come on top of your right knee. So left knee all the way on top. Yep, Gomukhasana. If that doesn't work for you, you can take your left shin in front of your right shin. That's it. See that your feet stay active, flexing them. Move your seat back so you feel your sit bones move wide. And again, if it does not work to take a knee on top of knee, shin in front of shin. And then come forward any amount. Nice, Tracy. Coming on a full moon. I love to follow my energies with the energy of the moon. When I'm becoming that sense of fullness, it's not ever that the moon is not the moon, right? It goes through its phases, which is very important as we do ours. So our learning curve is big, but our love is even more important to do a check-in. How am I loving today? Unwind yourself to downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Maybe take it through a vinyasa. Inhale that left leg back and up behind you. Nice. And then send the left knee forward for pigeon. And lying on your back, left ankle to right knee. And come forward. So precious to give yourself this time to go inside, letting this be a moving meditation, a moving place of equanimity. It is interesting, right? The story of the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. His eyes were not closed, acting like he didn't see what was in front of him. He saw all that was coming at him, and he did not flinch. And even taking it to an extra step of wishing well, hoping all beings are set free from that constant judgment, constant, I'm right, you're wrong. What if we're all right? Beautiful. As you walk your hands back up, send your right knee forward so it stacks on top of your left knee. Right knee on top of left knee. Maybe sitting up on a blanket or a block might help for some of you, or left shin in front of right shin. Make sure the sit bones go back so your tailbone is not over tucking under, and then walk forward any amount. Maybe staying upright is better for you. Yeah, I like that too. If you're lying on your back, you can always take your right knee on top of your left knee. That's great. Put breath into your bank. Breathe deeply. Get those hips to do what they can to release whatever they're holding, emotionally, physically. Inhale, come on up, lie on your back, happy baby pose. Or take those knees nice and wide, but hug those shins in. Press your low back into the floor. And then go ahead and wrap your right knee on top of your left knee. Take your arms down to the floor. Bring your knees in towards your chest, so lift your foot off the floor. Yeah, pull your knees in, or keep your arms down. Yeah, there you go. Keep your navel in, and then just very slowly pull your knees toward your navel, and then pull your knees away from your navel. So just little bits, little bit. Keep the navel drawn in, move the knees away, pull the knees towards you, move the knees away. As you're doing this, squeeze your shins toward each other. Pull those shins in. Little movement, little movement. Nice. All right, now rewrap. So take the other knee on top. Same action. Squeeze the shins, pull the navel in, move the knees slightly away from you and slightly towards you. Nice and slow. Squeeze. Good. Now take the legs straight up to the sky. Do little circles here. Circle your legs, little circles. Good. Come to center and pause, and then go in the other direction. Good. Come to center. Then take your legs out to letter V. Slowly squeeze your legs back together. Slow, slow, slow. Do that 3 times. Back out to letter V. Squeeze it nice and slow. Good. And then you can draw your knees into your chest. Beautiful, everyone. Plant your feet down on the floor and take a couple of deep breaths. Constructive rest pose. Good. Flip over onto your belly, please. Take your arms alongside the body. We're going to do Shalabhasana here, one leg at a time. So either forehead or chin to the mat. That's up to you. Traditional Shalabhasanas with chin on the mat, but forehead is just fine. And then pay attention to your right leg. Again, draw from the heel up to your hip socket, draw in. And then as you're ready, lift the leg up. And lower that leg back down. Pay attention to your left leg, pull it in, draw it in. As you extend it, you're going to lift it up. So lift up and extend. And lower it back down. Both legs. Squeeze in, navel in, lift up, Lift up. Nice. Lower down. Turn your cheek to the side for a moment. Gather yourself. What an amazing opportunity we've been given to put in place everything that we've practiced in our yoga. And remember, there's a collective consciousness also, so that when something floats into your mind that doesn't feel like it's yours, it probably isn't. But to what you do with that, how you tend to that. Reach back for your ankles, please. Keep your navel drawn in. Lift up both halves of the body. Low pose. Beautiful. Release and turn back over onto your back again. Draw your knees into your chest. And then plant your feet, come up into bridge. Lift your hips up. Shoulders down. Breath deep. Maybe clasp your hands underneath you, maybe don't, whatever makes you feel very open here. Find the most open bridge that you can create. Find your breath and expand there. I was talking about that Anna the other day in class. When we really place our mind in one place instead of a million places, one place, it opens up to so many possibilities. It expands everything. So in this context, take your mind to your soul. So much love and respect. And then slowly come on down. I'm going to give you an opportunity to take another back bend. So maybe full wheel, maybe come on up to camel. I know some of you are huge camel lovers. Maybe just back into bridge again where we just were. So you choose. Yeah. Yep. I was doing camel the other day and boy, it feels good. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. Make sure you're squeezing the shins, whichever back bend you've chosen. Squeeze your shins, activate those legs. Nice. Beautiful. And then come on down. That was fun. Yeah. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop wide. Finding the gifts in all of life's challenges. This book. Cultivating light by responding with great respect. We may discover it is nearly impossible to honor life without a willingness to acknowledge it. To acknowledge that we feel raw. Or when some situation comes up and we didn't respond with respect, there's that sense of rawness. I love that turning war to raw, vulnerable, open. Is it okay that we respect someone else when they may not respect us? Wow. Okay, with all this leg work, I really want to take you into Hanuman. Some of you might disagree, but hug your knees into your chest. Come on up, downward facing dog. Stepping your right foot forward, Lower your left knee to the mat, Anjaneyasana. And then take your time to move into Hanuman, split pose. Start to straighten your front leg. Remember to draw into your hip sockets and then expand out. You might even place your hands inside of your right foot. Maybe take your right leg a little bit more out to the right, especially if you're super tight. That'll give you some space to play. Be aware of how much you overarch here, so keeping that navel in. And then can you stay in that place of equanimity here? Can you relax into your skin here? Beautiful. And come on up. Downward dog. And stepping the left foot forward. Anjaneyasana. Keeping the knee bent, reaching the arms to the sky. Nice, Patrice. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Gorgeous. And then begin to bring your hands down to the floor and start to straighten your front leg any amount. And again, if you tried that variation of taking your leg out slightly, now your left leg will go out slightly to the left. Give you a little space to play. Straighten that leg. Remember, this is ultimately that place you have to pull in and extend out. You have to do both. And again, don't overarch here. Keep that rib cage in. Good. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Walk or jump to squat. Maybe even squeeze and lift your pelvic floor a couple of times. First chakra energy. Where do I belong? Who is my tribe? If you want to do crow pose here, feel free to do that. Placing your hands on the floor, drawing your knees up to the armpits. And if you're not going to do crow, feel free to either stay here or come down to sit and bring the soles of your feet together. Come down to sit and bring the soles of your feet together. But pull the rib cage in crow. Pull, pull, pull. Beautiful. And when you feel complete, come down, take a seat, and bring the soles of your feet together. Beautiful. Lift your seat and send it back just a little bit more, and then come forward any amount. Dharana, stay here in this moment. Expand here. Possibilities are open-ended. We place our mind on the grace of this moment. And now take a hold of your big toes. Lift up, lean back, and take your feet off the floor. Widen your legs if you can, nice open V. Lift your chest a lot. And squeeze your legs back together with them still up. Reach your arms out alongside your legs. Boat pose. Wrap your hands behind your calf muscles and pull yourself in. So you're in a balancing Paschimottanasana. Balancing, pull yourself together. Good. And then release those legs back down. Good. Legs nice and wide. Beautiful. As wide as they'll go. And then come forward any amount. Make sure your seat is back. Yeah, Katrin, nice. Any restorative props you may have, feel free. With respect, leading the way, each opportunity to evolve illuminates a deeper purpose of personal connection for everyone we encounter. Every scene in our life is meant for us to expand. Even when the mind goes haywire. And take a walk over to your right side, your right leg, and side stretch. Left arm over your ear. Straighten that top arm. I don't know why we all bend at the elbow. Pull your throat back. That's it. Now bow over that right leg. Pull yourself, twist your whole torso over that right leg. Good. Walk yourself over to the left leg, side stretch. Just top arm straight. Nice. Turn over that leg, squeeze over that leg. Let your whole spine move here. Oh, how good, how good. Good, and then see if you can come back to center and if it takes you a little deeper. Come back to center and see if it takes you a little deeper. You can even, if you need to, bend your knees for a moment and squeeze your heels down into the floor and pull up into your hip sockets and then press your legs to straight. And then come on up. Gorgeous. I'm going to give you an opportunity to go upside down here. So handstand, headstand, shoulder stand, legs up the wall, lie on your back, legs up to the sky. Many choices. Nice. Whatever choice you're making, I like that a lot. Whatever choice you're making, still play with the legs being as active as they've been. Draw in, draw in, draw in. Make sure you're breathing deeply. Yeah, if you're upside down, meaning you're in a headstand or handstand, make sure you're using the power of your legs here. And if you're in headstand, make sure you're pressing down through your head to elongate the sides of your throat. Just one more minute here. Beautiful. And then if you're in an inversion, bring yourself back. And we'll find ourselves coming together to sit on our mat for meditation. This is one of the mudras that I gave during the sequence. It's really one of I know I always say this. I always say it's my favorite, but it is a top 10. The Hridaya Abhaya Mudra, Abhaya Hridaya Mudra. This is really working on that courageous heart and the courage to notice our minds and what our minds are saying in any given moment, and that we are um, not always, we're always responsible for sure, but the mind is not the dictator. We're just still returning back to the courageous heart. And so we take our right hand behind our left hand, and then we let our pinkies come together, our ring finger come together, and our middle finger come together. So you got to go like this. So yeah. And then pinky, ring, and middle come together. And then thumb and first finger come to touch on your own hand. Yeah, on each hand. Yeah, yeah. Wave at me if that didn't make sense. Okay. And bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Courageous heart to be able to look at yourself and to give yourself such respect and love. And also having that same respect for all beings, even when they're not acting in a way that does the way you're doing it, right? Your way, their way. What if we're all right? Raw and right. So go into just a minute or two of silent meditation here with the mudra. And then for just a final moment here, unwind the fingers, let your hands flow down to your lap, keeping your thumb and first finger touching. And then please lie down on your back. Hug your right knee into your chest. Shift your hips over to the right and let your right knee come to the left. So twisting. And come back to center, switch to the other side. You're welcome, Jen. And then come back to center. Stretch your legs out, stretch your arms out, and relax, fully relax. I've been sharing with you one time when my teacher, Robin Rose Bennett, said, we're always saying we, like we bring everybody into the story with us when we're talking about something that we personally want. We're like, we believe this, we think this. Start saying I. That's how I feel. I hurt. Start talking from I instead of we. Doesn't mean that we don't need each other. We certainly do. We have this opportunity here with every breath we take to evolve ourselves, to become enlightened like the Buddha. Ever so gently begin to deepen your breath. Let your body stretch and yawn in any way that feels really good to you. And draw your knees into your chest. Roll to the right side. Come on up to sit. Bring your hands together at your heart center. And chant the sound of Om to close. Deep breath in. Sliding your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Cheryl.
love.
Have a
You're
great
welcome.
day.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much, Cheryl.
Goodbye. Have a
Bye.
great day.
I forgot to sign in, Cheryl.
Ah, what to do with you?
I don't know. Have a great day.
Bye, honey.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye, Crystal. Goodbye. 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 Bye, Allison.